Good morning. This is Rupali Memani with the new concept of bit paper. Now we have already seen many whiteboards through which you can communicate and coordinate with your students, with which you are able to write on the whiteboard. But many of the maths teachers would find it difficult to get the formulas, to write the equations, to draw lines. So we have come up with this new topic, that is bit paper. So what actually is bit paper? Bit paper is a collaborative whiteboard which is used basically for online teaching. Now it allows us to write smoothly online and communicate clearly with real time. It has also got a whiteboard and a powerful video conferencing tools. So through bit paper, it does not only allow you to write on whiteboards, I can easily communicate, call my students, share my paper with them. They can easily collaborate on them and I can see their assignment. Now bit paper will come in two versions, your free and your paid version. So the free version gives me some basic features and facility which I can use it to share my screen with the students. Now let's see what are the tools in bit paper. You have the color palette through which you are able to change the colors of your tools, your pen, pencil, paper. Then you have the pencil tool to draw diagrams. You have the arrow tools which allows you to draw arrows or shapes. We have some custom shapes also. The eraser tool which will erase your paper. The selection tool which allows you to whatever object or element you have drawn on the paper, it will select it. The pan tool which will pan your paper up and above if it is zoomed. The text tool and some mathematical function. So this is your tools panel. Then we have a tabs panel which allows you to add in n number of papers. Now bit paper, the free version will allow you to create only one paper. That means a one subject. So if I am in free version, I have created a subject maths, that is one paper. So I am not allowed to create multiple papers. But yes, I can create pages in the same paper. So I can go on adding pages and then I can erase the page. So only one paper I have created. Once I have done with that, I can store that paper and that's it. So here I have the more options. I can add new pages, I can delete the pages, adding new pages, duplicate the pages. So this tab, white paper or bit paper, gives me. It also gives me a collaboration panel with which I can share my papers with my students and I can tag the students who have to solve that paper. And it also allows me to give in text tool with the T option in the tool panel and some additional math symbol like alpha, beta, theta, omega, all those symbols I can have. In addition to this, it also gives me a text guide which has more additional symbols apart from the others. Now these are the 4 important links which you need to know when you are working on bit paper. The bitpaper.io will take you to the URL through which you are able to work on bit paper. Bit paper guide allows you to have some useful information you need to have the more additional information of bit paper. The math.brown.edu, this is the file, your text reference card, through which you can take the references of those cards, copy it and paste it as a function here. So we have done with the basic theory part. Now let's start with some practical. So to go on to bit paper, I click on the option of bitpaper.io. It takes me to the browser and I can open it. Now to open your bit paper, you need to log in with your Gmail account. So here it gives me bitpaper.io, a collaborative whiteboard which works better together. It has a login panel and a logout panel and a create panel. Now because I am already logged in with my login account, it is showing me the logout option. So here it gives me a create paper. So when you click on create paper, it will ask you to create your paper. Now as I said, your paper name has to be more than 4 characters. So let's see if I say maths 1. Now as I said, I have logged in through my account, so a paper is already created. So it will give me that your current plan does not have this. So let's say with an existing paper. So I have created. Now I have already created a paper, so that paper will be listed in my papers. I click on my paper. all the papers you have created will be listed here. So I have created this paper of Java 1. I click on that. It will open the paper. I will also show you how do you create your account and start creating a new paper. So my paper, which is already done, is loading. It gives me this URL which you can share and collaborate with your other colleagues. Now I have this paper 1, page 1, page 2, page 3 and page 4. So let's say page 4. If I want to add a new page, I can click here. Page 5 and 6 is added. So now I am in page 5. So let's see these tools. This is the file upload. So if you already have a file, you can upload it from this file uploads or drag and drop from the onto the canvas. This is your canvas. So by mistake this has come. I have the eraser tool here with which I can erase. So your panel, you have a background grid. If you want to put a grid behind, you can have the background grid with the background color and the line color of the background, the line width and the vertical space. Let's say keep it 5, the horizontal space is 5. A grid will be created to it. If you don't want the grid, you can straight away remove the spacings. So a blank paper. I don't want the background color, I can keep it straight white. So this background and grids will come in the background. Then when I have to collaborate it, it will allow me the toggle communication panel and invite. So toggle communication, again if I say start call, this is for the paid version. So it will tell you that you are in the free version. The next panel is I can invite using this URL, same URL, which is I can share it with my other students or my colleagues. This particular option gives you that you can create a new paper, you can save the paper, you can create your file and save it as a PDF, and for a later use you can share the PDF. You can clear the page, you can toggle the screen, hide the toolbars and the shortcut keys. So these are the panels which allow me to add more features to my bit paper. Here on the down I have the tools panel. The tools which you have seen, I have the color settings. So I can select the color. When you choose on any tool, it allows you to select a color. I select the color of my pen. I select the pen width. I can select the eraser. So let's say a green color pen width and I start drawing. I need to select the pen width. And now I'm in the eraser tool. So I need to select the pen. So with the green pen, if I choose the red color, I increase the width. Eraser width, I can choose the pen width and the eraser width. Then I have the pen tool here. When I click here on the pen tool or the pencil tool, I click on the eraser. Again it will allow me to erase, change the eraser. So proceeding further, then we have the pick tool which will allow you to select the tools. I have the text tool here. When I click on the text tool, I can type in text, maths, formulas, and I can choose the size. I can increase the font, and once I have done. So I want to move it and keep it on the corner. So select pick tool, select it and place it here. So I am going to explain maths formula. Your pan tool will allow you to move your paper like the same way you pan it. Then your arrow tools or basic custom shapes, click on that. You have a button here, that is your toggle shape. Click on the toggle shape, it will open you the toggles here. So if I want to put in a circle, now again my pen width is defined, so it is drawing me that. So first I'll just click on the pen tool and try to change the size of it. A thin one, and now I click on the, so I have a narrow. I can change the color from here, green color, and I try to check on the shapes, change the colors. You can give shortcuts, so it's easy for you to toggle between these shapes. Let's say this particular option I want, I can easily draw it. If I don't want a particular thing, I can erase it with the eraser tool. Clear? Then I have a match function. Now this is an important function which we need. This is called as a equation editor. Just click on equation editor. When you have to type in the equation, I need to tap on my bit paper. It opens text equation editor. It gives me a list of the equations which I can use. Let's say I want to insert omega. Omega is inserted. I say insert. It will be inserted with the color of the foreground. Let's try changing the color. I want blue color, and then I click on the equation editor. Let's say theta, insert, and then another formula. I change the color. Lambda, then I want to write a derivation, fraction, insert. Clear? So this way I can. Now these are only limited mathematical functions. You have it here. If you want more functions, you can go in here. Here is a cheat sheet of commands. So just click on this cheat sheet. It will take you to that Math.Brown education reference code, which gives you a list of all additional cards or the PDF file. When it opens, you can easily copy paste it from that particular sheet. So these are the references. I'll just zoom it so that I can easily see that. Let's say I want to type in this relations here. Zeta or whatever things. Let's say I want this particular pi option or this in options or any other. I take this. I just have to say copy, Control C, come to my bit paper and paste it here, Control V, and insert. So that particular is inserted. Let's try taking something else. This I can take as a tool here. Control C, come to my panel, click on the fraction. So that particular item is here. So I need to check in this slash cap, Control C. So that particular option is come in. So this way I can add in more options. If I click here, it will give me to the manual also. So your bitmap manual through which you can go in and check some additional features, whatever you want. So manual, what are the system requirements, what should be the browser, what should be the plan, what is an account, if you want more collaboration, the menus, everything. Your bit paper allows you, if you have an iPad or a tablet, you can write on the tablet and it will directly reflect to your screen. So you don't need to write it through that. I can easily write on my iPad or tablet with a stylus and share it with my students. So these are all the features which you have in bit paper, and I can easily delete a page if I don't want it. Clear? And then I click on this. I want to save this paper. Click on save paper. It is already saved. If you do not save, auto saving option is there, it will save. If I want to duplicate it, I can duplicate the paper with another name. Out of papers, because I have only one paper. So a free version, you can just try this free version. If you find it okay, then you can go in for the paid version. Hope you enjoyed my tutorial on bit paper. Do like and subscribe my channel, and also write in the comments on what topics you want more sessions to be taken. Till then, thank you.